Is that happy? It sounds like happy. Russian flag. This is happy, guys.
What do you want? Something me doing? Work.
Yo, we're against a player called Kukaracha. He's from Russia. Oh, it's Biko. Oh, he's the DK I sell my TP. And I'm going for mass ghouls player. And I'm gonna keep trying to expand and surround you and make no towers. It's that guy, I think. Ararabara Rams. Okay.
What do you want? I can do something me doing? Ready to work. Yes, okie dokie, yes.
First here or TC? Do we go first here or TC first?
Ready to work you want. Happy to.
TC, says Bottom Hans. If I was gonna go TC, barracks first would probably be better. Then I can have one grunt out quickly.
Ready to work. Something me doing?
Let's do TC for fun. Huh? First here plus TC into Shaman Lightning Shield play. I do like that. Lightning Shield Shaman, of course, doesn't seem to make as much sense into Undead, but it might be nice instead of Raiders. You'd be missing out on the Kodo and the DPS it represents, though. Let's get a second barracks out to kind of have a quicker early game. You don't have to use both barracks constantly in order to have justified going a second barracks. I used to see second barracks as you must be using both of them all the time in order to justify their cost. But it can just be to get certain unit counts quicker. And you're effectively producing, let's say, out of half of them. Out of half of one. And then, yeah, you'll have overpaid essentially. You'll have paid 50% extra to have... Sorry, you have paid 100% extra to get 50% extra production. It seems not ideal, but it's still more units. So, you know, it can be okay.
We're under attack!
Gonna get the shop.
We're complete.
So you can see that this barracks is not producing now, and this one is. And when it's finished, none are producing, and that's usually the proof that you shouldn't have gone for a second barracks at all, if neither are producing. But then now both are, and then yeah, you could calculate total uptime in production and total downtime, and then make your judgment based on that. Now we have space for 3 more headhunters in our 31 pop army. Basically what that means is that if we want to make a burrow at all, we should make it now. But making a burrow now, knowing that we're going to be having to make Voodoo Lounge items too, it's going to be such a large gold sink that we would never end up teching. So I choose to tech instead. Yeah, he sold TP again. Nice that he still does that. GG. Hi YouTube. Now you understand how the game works. Red Factor. I explained, right? It's that extra headhunter from the half of barracks. I've been away for a bit, but this guy still plays the same. Sell TP, make DK, and then... yeah. Well, let's watch the replay and see what happened. I'm afraid it's a bit too short for YouTube. Why did they quit? Was it all in? Oh, you poor summer child. Okay, so I'll explain a bit. I'll mute the sound. That rally point spam is freaking annoying. Look, basically, here's what happened, yeah? We both start our game. We make an altar, which can produce heroes, and we make unit producing structures called barracks, which can make units. I make a bunch of units, he makes a bunch. Then every orange and green spot on the map represents a creep camp where you can get XP when you fight the creeps. I went for a creep very slowly, then I went for a second creep camp that gave me level 2. This is a very normal standard build-up. Alternatively, you can also send a level 1 hero straight across the map to start slowing them down, scouting, harassing, and so on. Heroes are quite flexible. So there's the creeping, there's the harassing, and then there's expanding to a second resource spot, another gold mine. And you never expand to a second wood spot, it's only about gold. Wood, you just always do in the home base. Then, when it comes to him, he did the same thing. Unit producing structure, hero producing structure. He crept with a couple of ghouls. Ghouls are actually both workers to get wood, as well as the basic infantry unit. He got level 2, then he went to a creep on my side. Now, there are many orange and green spots all over the map that he could go for. He's choosing to take one of mine, and the reason is he wants to make me be forced to walk further away than I am to get my next spot. So I'm getting this orange spot, maybe the next spot I want to get is this spot, but now I can't, so I have to venture further into the map. And then he can start to try and harass me when that happens. So he doesn't know where I am yet. So you can see he's scouting for me with the skeleton. His hero was actually headed towards the left. He thought maybe I'm on the left. Then he saw, hey, not only is he here, but he's also Torrent Chieftain.
Closing parenthesis.
Torrent Chieftain is a scaling hero. He's really good late game, but he's weaker early. So you often want to delay them rather than develop yourself. You know that feeling where in school you can either do your homework and have it be finished, or you can play games, not finish your homework, call a friend that also didn't finish it, ask, hey dude, did you do that lame assignment? And they're like, no. It's like, oh, well, they can't punish both of us. You know, that feeling. So that's what he wants to do with me. He wants to not be creeping, but he wants to make sure that both of us aren't creeping. So he comes here and starts harassing. So he sold his TP. Why did he sell his TP? It's because he wanted more money. Why does he want more money? A town portal scroll costs 350 gold. And when you sell it, you get 190 gold from it. So this can make your build faster. You go to tier 2 faster, you make more units, and so on. He has a large gold bank now, which shows he doesn't really have a good reason to have sold it. But this guy is relatively high ladder. He's maybe top 150 in Warcraft 3 or top 100. But, you know, Warcraft 3 scene is small, so it's not always the pinnacle of level of play. He sells TP as a habit. Whether it makes sense or not. You know, it's like learning to take your shoes off when you visit someone's house because of manners and you're not looking to track dirt into their house. But then you also take it off when you visit the Vesuvius volcano. And it's like, well, that was a good rule, but it's not applicable in every situation. So selling TP is a strategy, but you need to use the gold for that to make sense. He walks to me, I get a surround because my micro is sick. And then it's with headhunters who are not good at doing surrounds. He ends up killing one or I end up running it away. But I keep repairing the surround. So 4 units can block a hero. And this is what's happening, right? And then I remove the guy that's going to die. I save it. And then another guy is going to die. And I end up replacing it with my Torrent Chieftain. So the surround is still. He doesn't have Town Portal, so he cannot... I sold TP, by the way, as well, which is ironic, and I didn't notice it until now. But at least I made damn sure not to need it. And then he lost his hero. He's going to have to remake it. I get XP. I get to creep once his hero dies because he has no map control. And then I'm going to be having my TC level 3. He's level 2, and he knew it was a bad position to play from, so he gave up. The analysis was longer than the game.